Hello. So today I want to talk about logical deduction games. There's a lot of social deduction games out there where you're trying to like figure out who one person is or figure out hidden roles, things like that. And those are great. But I really like logical deduction games. So where you're given certain clues you have to put together and then you have to figure out the solution. So when I was younger, obviously Clue was kind of the first deduction game that I was introduced to and how you find clues. I really actually want to try Awkward Guess because that's also a deduction game that I think I would enjoy. So maybe someday I will get to try that one out. But let me show you some of these. So the first one is a Carnivore Did It. And this is a game, this one's pretty new, where it will start out easy. You're just going to have three animals. They're going to have three statements, and you have to figure out kind of what's the lie that makes everything else true to figure out who did it. As you progress through these puzzles, of which I think there's like 1,000 or several hundred, it gets much trickier. There are going to be multiple suspects at that point, and there could be multiple lies. So you have to figure out how to work all the clues together to get things to come to a logical conclusion. None of these games require guessing. You should be able to figure all of them out from the clues given, which I also appreciate. And then you will figure out who did it. Next up, we have Chronologic, and this is the Paris 1920 version. I know there's another one out there for Cusco that I would love to try. I just don't have that one yet. But in this game, you can play it solo or you can play it multiplayer, and you are figuring out how people moved through this area and who completed the crime. There are three different sets of cases, so each one has several cases in it, and you will go through there and you will solve it. If you're playing multiplayer, you'll get a piece of information just for you, and then there will be a piece of public information that you share with the group. If you're playing solo, which is my preferred way, then you will be trying to solve it within a certain number of steps. This one's great, so I can only imagine that the next one is as well. The next one I want to talk about, I actually don't have. It is called Tiwanaku, and it's kind of like Minesweeper because you're figuring out the different colored and different size discs that fit within these areas as you're moving around the board. You can actually try it out on Board Game Arena if you want to try it before you buy it, and it also plays both solo and multiplayer, but it's really cool. Then we have a newer one, and these two I'm going to show you are actually by the same designer. This is Temple Code, and this is one where you are going to be showing a card to your opponent, and they're going to be deducing some information from it, and they're going to be showing you a card and you're going to be deducing information from it, and you kind of have to make notes and figure it out, and whoever can solve things first will be the winner. It is really cool the way that the cards line up so that there's the arrows that show you what's right. It's fascinating. I love this one. You're trying to figure out these different symbols and how they fit together, and it's a really, really good time. And then the last one is Turing Machine, based on the classic Turing machines that were used, in older computers and things like that. So you are going to be getting clues that are giving you information as to what the 3-digit code is for the answer. So again, you have to logically deduce things. You have to figure out which codes or which cards to overturn. The game comes with several puzzles in it, but you can also go to their website. There's a daily puzzle, and then there's hundreds of other puzzles on there. So you will never run out of puzzle possibilities on here to figure out those 3-digit codes. And if you choose to do it online, you can say how many steps it took you, and you can kind of compare it to like the bot or the average and see how you did, which if you like, that comparison side of it, you can also play this multiplayer. But all of these are just great deduction games that you can play solo or with other people. They're fun puzzles. They let you try stuff out. And like I said, you never have to guess. All of them have the information there. It's just if you can put the information together correctly in order to come up with the right answer. So those are 5 logical deduction games that I love and one I would love to try. What are some that you like that fit into this category? Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.